You paid your fees, you got admission, your IELTS was strong, you followed the agent's advice. You did everything that was right, and still, your visa got rejected. The refusal email was short, cold, no real explanation, and here's the shocking part. Your visa wasn't even reviewed by a human being. It was screened, scored, and likely rejected by a software system called Chinook. This is the first time a student visa consultant from Canada is exposing the real truth behind student visa rejections in 2025. Yes, after this video, you'll see many agents suddenly start talking about Chinook and AI and how they're experts at beating the system. Don't fall for that. Do your own research. Ask questions, because this is your future. This is not a sales pitch. Hello everyone, I'm Himanshu Barthwal, CEO of Admission Overseas. For over 20 years, we've been guiding students with honest, transparent advice, helping thousands of students secure admission in top universities worldwide. Let's get back to the video. Since late 2023, something changed, quietly but devastatingly. Canada, once seen as the land of opportunity for international students, became a wall of rejections. Student visa refusal rates began to surge, not just a little. In countries like India, Nigeria, and the Philippines, the rejection rate crossed 70% in the early 2025. And here's the thing, these were not weak profiles. Students with 7.5 IELTS, full tuition fees paid, GIC in place, even strong academics got rejected without real explanation. Again and again. So what went wrong? The answer lies in one word: volumes. There was a flood of applications, tens of thousands every month. IRCC couldn't keep up. Officers were burnt out, processing time stretched, pressure mounted, fraud cases grew. And then came the internal decision. We need to automate this. We need to speed it up. Let software and AI help us. And just like that, in the background, something shifted. Visa approvals, once made by trained immigration officers, were now quietly being filtered, flagged, and rejected by algorithms. To help the overwhelmed visa officers manage the chaos, IRCC deployed a powerful tool called Chinook. Not a human, not an AI chatbot, but a cold calculating software system designed to summarize your life, assign risk, and accelerate decisions. And whether you know it or not, it's this system that may have already decided your fate, without reading your story, without understanding your dreams. So what is Chinook? Not a person, not an officer, not even a full-fledged AI, but a tool designed by IRCC itself, deep within the Canadian immigration system, to do one thing: process thousands of visa files faster than any human ever could. At first, it was presented as a solution, a software meant to help overworked visa officers, but in reality, it began replacing them. Built by the Canadian government, Chinook is a spreadsheet-style interface that displays your entire application, your life story, in nothing more than rows and columns. So what does Chinook shows to the visa officer? It shows your personal background, the course you have chosen, your IELTS module scores, your financial capacity, and any past refusals or travel history. And based on this, Chinook assigns a risk profile. If it's a high risk, you may never even get seen by a human. Chinook doesn't open your statement of purpose. It doesn't care if you cried while writing it. It doesn't care if you're the first person in your family to go abroad. It cares only about patterns, scores, and flags. But Chinook doesn't work alone. Behind the scenes, it's part of a larger, colder system. There are two more systems which supports Chinooks: RBA and Cumulus. RBA means rules-based automation. RBA screens applications based on rigid logics. If your profile doesn't match preset rules, you're auto-rejected. Cumulus. Cumulus is a more advanced backend tool, built to detect fraud patterns, inconsistencies, document mismatches, and yes, plagiarism in SOPs. Together, these tools form a silent wall between you and your visa. In fact, over the last 2 years, tens of thousands of rejections, possibly hundreds of thousands globally, have been issued without detailed human review, purely based on what these systems flagged. And you were never told. IRCC still tells you your application was reviewed by an officer. But the truth, that officer saw a Chinook dashboard, clicked the box, and moved to the next file. The fast track SDS era is over. The SDS, once the fast track for certain countries, including India. On November 8, 2024, IRCC shut it down completely. No more special lane, everyone is in the same queue. Whether you're from India, Nigeria, or anywhere else, you now apply through the same standard study permit process. Processing times are longer, 8 weeks or more for Indian applicants. And yes, Chinook still screens every file first. From end of July 2025, the visa refusals now come with visa officer notes. You'll finally see what failed in your application, but by then the damage is done. The smart move is to fix these risks before you apply. Now listen closely, because this is the part no one tells you. Chinook doesn't care about your dreams. Cumulus doesn't care how long you waited. They don't see you as a student. They don't see you as a human. They see you as data. Your file is scanned, scored, compared, and if the logic doesn't add up, you'll get flagged, you'll get filtered, you get rejected. So let's understand what exactly triggers the rejection. Here are the 6 biggest red flags you must avoid while filing your visa. Number 1, course mismatch. Let's say you're a BCom graduate and you apply for a cybersecurity program with no IT background. Boom, mismatch. Mismatch detected. Risk profile goes up and your file gets flagged. Number 2 is generic or copy-paste statement of purposes. If your agent gave you a template and 10 other students use the same, Chinook sees that. And guess what? All of you 10 students will go down together. Number 3, financial mismatch. You show 15 lakhs in the bank, but your family income doesn't support it. That inconsistency gets flagged. Chinook isn't impressed by numbers without documents. Number 4 is IELTS module imbalance. You might have an overall 6.5 bands in IELTS, but if your writing is 5.5, that's a red flag. The system is trained to see low writing scores as a risk for academic future in Canada. So you have to make sure that your writing score is minimum 6.0 in your IELTS modules. Number 5, education gaps. You took a 2-year break after graduation, fine. But if you don't explain it, the system won't assume the best. No explanation is equal to high risk. And finally, number 6, repetitive file structure. Same SOP format, same phrases, same reasons. Chinook is designed to detect patterns. If 10 students submit near identical applications, Chinook can flag and reject all of them. Now that's the reality. You're not fighting an officer anymore. You're up against a machine. If you don't outsmart the system will quietly reject you. Now let me be clear. Chinook is not evil. It's not emotional. It's not personal. It's just a machine. And like any machine, it follows rules. So if you want your visa approved in the upcoming intakes, you have to beat the system with strategy, not shortcuts. And here's how you do it. So your step 1 is write a logical, customized statement of purpose. Not something copy-pasted, not something flowery with no logic. Your SOP should clearly explain why you chose this program, how it connects to your past studies or experience, what career you are aiming for in the future, and why you selected this specific college, and what are your long-term plans, permanent residency or returning home. Structure it well, be honest, avoid cliches, and please do not let your agent reuse someone else's SOP template into yours. Step 2, match your courses with your background. This is non-negotiable. Your academic and professional history should align with your program. And if you're switching careers, that's okay. But explain it, back it up with industry trends, short courses, certifications, or a career goal that makes sense. Step 3, maintain IELTS module balance. An overall score of 6.5 bands or 6 bands is not enough anymore. If your writing score is below 6, that's a red flag. Chinook checks module-wise consistency, so aim for 6.5 in each module, especially writing. Step 4, show financial transparency. Don't just show big numbers, show logic. Show where it came from. Income tax returns, employment letters, affidavits. These are your armors. And if there's a sudden spike in your bank account, explain it. Otherwise, the system assumes fraud. Step 5, address gaps honestly. If you had an academic gap due to illness, job, family, or whatever, explain it. Add proof if possible. Don't hide it. Chinook doesn't forgive silence. It respects documentation. Step 6. Use unique language. Write your SOP in your own voice. Use tools like Grammarly or Turnitin to check for plagiarism. Because if Chinook detects repetition, especially across files from the same region or agent, it will flag and reject you. This is the first time anyone is saying this openly on camera. I live in Canada, I work with students every day, and I'm telling you what's really happening behind the scenes, not what agents want you to hear. Mark the date today, because after this video, you'll suddenly see dozens of agents pretending to be Chinook experts. They'll start using the same words, same language, same warnings, but don't get trapped again. Do your own research, ask for proofs, ask who's really helping you, because this isn't just a file, this is your future. Don't let a machine or a careless agent decide your destiny. Do subscribe for real inside insights, not recycled sales scripts. And if you want an honest Canada-based review of your SOP, drop it in the comments or DM me directly. At the end, if you're planning to study in Canada, my advice will be to study smart, apply right, beat the system, and secure your future. Thank you.